How to see what God is doing in your waiting. You asked. You believed. You surrendered. And still, you wait. Days turn to months. Months turn to years. Prayers echo back empty. And deep in the silence, a whisper creeps in. Did I hear God wrongly? Did I mess it up? Did I misinterpret what God is saying? Did God forget me? But what if the wait is exactly where God is working? The tension of waiting, there's a different kind of emotional ache. When you're not waiting for something selfish, but something sacred. A godly desire. A healed heart. A clear calling. A greater impact. You're not chasing fantasy, you're holding on to faith. So why the silence? Why the stillness? Why does heaven feel far, when your heart is pure? The wilderness of the wait. Israelites wandering. David in a cave. Joseph in chains. Jesus in the desert. You're not the first. Joseph had a dream at age 17 and waited 13 years before Pharaoh called. David was anointed king and spent decades hiding in caves. Even Jesus, the Son of God, waited 30 years before stepping into ministry. God isn't slow, He's intentional. He hides His greatest work in the seasons where we see nothing. What God is doing in the waiting. Roots growing underground. A potter spinning clay. A seed buried in soil. You're watching the clock. But God's watching your character. You're asking, when will it happen? God is asking, who are you becoming? Because waiting doesn't just test your patience, it transforms your posture. While you sit in the unknown, God is forming something in the hidden. He's aligning people and circumstances, shaping your endurance, breaking your pride, ego, and self-reliance, training your perseverance, purifying your hearts and motives, refining your character, training your obedience, removing desires, plans, people, dreams, situations that are not part of your coming season, and expanding your capacity to love so that you can carry the weight of His glory, and preparing you to carry the weight of the blessing, calling, and destiny. You think you're waiting on the promise, but maybe the promise is waiting on you. Not for your effort, but for your readiness. Because God won't give you a blessing you're not built to carry, or want you settle for less than you deserved by rushing. Maybe waiting is part your customized training to carry the weight of your calling and destiny. The higher the calling, the more stringent the training. The greater the blessing, longer the wait. The faith fight in the middle. God is refining you to let go of your Ishmael plans, so that you can receive His Isaac plans. Choosing trust over control. You want results. God wants maturity. You want answers. God wants alignment. The closed doors were for your protection. He sees the dangers and traps that you cannot see, the people and circumstances that are not ready for you. Revelations 3-7 KJV speaks of the doors that God shuts, no man can open, The doors that God opens no man can shut. Rest assured that God has a wonderful plan for you. You are nearer to God's promises each day. Some blessings are meant for the appointed time. God promised Abraham and Sarah a son at the appointed time. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3 KJV. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1 KJV. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. The wait wasn't punishment, it was preparation. God is working behind the scene, orchestrating hearts of people, circumstances, situation, blessings into alignment. Waiting is not wasted time. Nothing God allow in your life will be wasted. The breakthrough didn't come after the wait. It came through it. God was preparing you for something far beyond your imagination. Don't confuse God's silence with His absence. Ephesians chapter 3 verse 20 KJV. Now unto Him that is able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us, He sees you. He hears you. And when it comes, it will be worth every tear, every test, every unanswered prayer. God can fulfill His promises through people, circumstances or ways that you do not expect. Do not limit God. God is faithful. He is preparing you for something so much greater and far better. So what do you do in the waiting? Hit subscribe on your notification button so as not to miss the next video. Share with those you care.